chapter number 103, verse number 1 to 3. Wal asr. Innal insana lafi khusr. Illa alladhina amanu wa amilu salihati wa tawasaw bil haqq wa tawasaw bis sabr. That by the token of time, Allah is taking the promise that human beings are in khasara, they are in loss, except those who have faith, those who have righteous deeds, those who exhort people to truth, and those who exhort people to patience and perseverance. For any human being to go to Jannah, minimum 4 criteria are required: Iman, righteous deeds, exhorting people to truth, that is doing dawah, and exhorting people to patience and perseverance. If any one of these 4 criteria is missing, you shall not enter Jannah. You may be a very good Muslim, you may be offering 5 times salah, you may be fasting in the month of Ramadan, you may perform Hajj, but if you don't do dawah, you shall not enter Jannah according to Surah Al-Asr. If Allah wants to forgive you and put you in Jannah, it is Allah's prerogative. Allah says in the Quran in Surah Nisa chapter 4 verse 48 and Surah Nisa chapter 4 verse 116 that if Allah pleases, He may forgive any sin, but the sin of shirk He will not forgive. Because a person who commits shirk has strayed away far. So if Allah wants to forgive you and put you in Jannah, it is Allah's prerogative. But under normal circumstances, according to Surah Al-Asr, if you don't do dawah, you shall not enter Jannah. Only dawah is also not sufficient. All 4 are equally important. Iman, righteous deed, watawasaw bil haqq, that is dawah and islah, watawasaw bil sabr, inviting people to patience and perseverance. So it's compulsory that every Muslim should at least be a part-time da'i. You don't have to be a full-time da'i like Shaykh Deedat or a full-time da'i like me. At least be a part-time da'i, it's a fard. Allah also says in the Quran, in Surah Al-Imran, chapter number 3, verse number 104. One of the verses which the Qari, Farik, he recited, which says, Allah says in Surah Al-Imran, chapter 3, verse 104, that let there arise out of you a band of people who are inviting towards good, enjoining what is right, and forbidding what is wrong. Allah is talking about full-time da'is. How you have full-time doctors, full-time engineers, full-time lawyers, full-time businessmen. How many full-time da'is do you have? How many da'is do you have which travel to different parts of the world and convey the message? You can count them on your fingertips. Allah says in the Quran that let there arise out of you a band of people, da'is, who are inviting people to the good, enjoining what is right and forbidding what is wrong. These are the ones that shall attain felicity. Means these are the ones that will attain a higher grade in Jannah. Allah says. Here Allah is talking full-time da'is. There is no better profession than a profession of a da'i. Allah says in the Quran in Surah Nahl, chapter number 16, verse number 125. Udu ila sabili rabbika bil hikmah wal mu'azit al hasna wajadun billati hasan. That invite all to the way of thy Lord with wisdom and beautiful preaching, and argue with them and reason with them in the ways that are best and most gracious. I would like to end this talk by giving the message which is repeated in the Quran in no less than 3 different places. Allah says in the Quran, in Surah Tawbah, chapter number 9, verse number 33, in Surah Saf, chapter number 61, verse number 9, and Surah Fatah, chapter 48, verse number 28, Allah says, هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى والدين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله ولو كره المشركون. That Allah has sent His messenger with guidance and the religion of truth, so that it will prevail over all the other religions, all the other isms, whether it be Christianism, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, atheism, secularism, modernism. Islam is destined to supersede all. Kulle, master them all. However much the mushrikeen don't like it, however much the idol worshippers don't like it. Allah mentioned this twice in Surah Tawbah chapter 9 verse 33 and Surah Saf chapter 16 verse number 9. And the third time in Surah Fatah chapter 48 verse number 28, Allah repeats the message, a different ending. Allah says, هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى والدين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله وكفى بالله شهيدا. That Allah sent His messenger with guidance. He has sent the last and final messenger, Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, with guidance and the religion of truth, so that it will prevail over all the other religions, over all the other isms, whether it be Christianism, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Parsiism, Sikhism, atheism, modernism, secularism. Islam is destined to supersede all. Kulli. Master them all. وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ شَهِيدًا. And enough is Allah as a witness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not require you and me the rubbish that we are. Allah does not require you and me to make His deen prevail. If we think that if we don't do dawah, Islam would not spread. If I start thinking that if I don't do dawah,